Visceral fat is not the type of fat you can simply pinch with your fingers. It hides deep inside your abdomen, wrapping tightly around your organs like a silent predator. Unlike the fat under your skin, visceral fat is metabolically active, releasing harmful chemicals into your body every single day. It slows down your metabolism, fuels chronic inflammation, and quietly increases the risk of serious diseases. And yet, most people continue with habits that make this dangerous fat grow instead of shrink. The good news? There are 9 powerful, science-backed strategies that can naturally target visceral fat. These are not quick fixes or trendy gimmicks, but proven methods that change how your body burns fat. And here's the catch: most people are unknowingly doing the exact opposite of what truly works. Today, we're breaking down these 9 secrets. But pay close attention, because one of them burns more fat than hours at the gym, and another can reduce your waistline without changing your calorie intake at all. Ready? Let's dive in. Why visceral fat is so dangerous. Unlike regular fat that simply stores energy, visceral fat behaves almost like a toxic organ of its own. Research shows it pumps out inflammatory chemicals, hormones, and cytokines 24/7. This constant release poisons your system, damages your metabolism, and raises your risk for heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. Imagine carrying a hidden fire inside your body that never turns off. That's visceral fat. But here's the exciting part: by making a few strategic changes, you can shrink this fat, reveal a leaner body, and protect your long-term health. Secret 1: stop eating late at night. It sounds too simple, almost embarrassing, but science proves it works. Eating late at night spikes glucose, insulin, and cortisol, 3 triggers that directly feed visceral fat. When you eat the same meal earlier in the day, your body handles it completely differently. Studies show that glucose tolerance drops significantly in the evening. That means instead of using food for energy, your body stores it as visceral fat. The fix: front-load your calories. Eat larger portions earlier in the day, especially your carbohydrates. Your last meal should ideally be at least 3 hours before bedtime. For example, someone who simply moved dinner from 9 p.m. to 6 p.m. lost inches from their waist in just a few weeks, without changing calories, workouts, or food choices. Same food, better timing. So, ask yourself, what time is usually your last meal? Could shifting it earlier transform your results? Secret 2: a weekly fast to reset your fat cells. This one goes against everything you've probably heard. Once a week, try a 24-hour fast, timed from dinner to dinner, because you'll be sleeping for part of it. It's not as extreme as it sounds. Here's what happens: fasting triggers a process called autophagy, your body's cellular cleanup system. Damaged cells and visceral fat are burned for energy. Research shows that even short-term fasting mobilizes visceral fat more effectively than subcutaneous fat. Many people who try this report not only losing belly fat but also feeling sharper and more focused on fasting days. Think of it as hitting a reset button for your metabolism and your mind. Secret 3: fasted morning walks, the fat-burning hack. Now here's the game changer that burns more fat than most workouts. Every morning, before breakfast, go for a 30 to 60-minute walk. Why walking, and not running? Because in a fasted state, your body gets about 70% of its energy from fat when walking, but only around 50% when running the same distance. The reason lies in your fat receptors. Visceral fat is uniquely sensitive to low-intensity, steady activity when insulin levels are low. This is sometimes called the fasted cardio effect. Your body preferentially taps into visceral fat as fuel, melting away the most dangerous fat deposits. If you commit to this habit, you'll likely notice your waist shrinking, even if you change nothing else. It's one of the simplest and most powerful tools available. Secret 4: protein at every meal, especially breakfast. After your fasted walk, what you eat next matters a lot. Aim for 30 to 50 grams of protein with every meal, especially at breakfast. Why? High-protein meals reduce hunger hormones, stabilize blood sugar, and improve insulin sensitivity. This creates the perfect internal environment for fat loss. Ditch the cereals, muffins, or fruit juice in the morning. Instead, build breakfasts around protein-rich foods: eggs with Greek yogurt, a protein smoothie, tuna or chicken on whole grain toast, cottage cheese with nuts and berries. Getting enough protein early in the day sets your metabolism on the right track, keeps cravings down, and ensures your body uses fat for fuel rather than storing it. Secret 5. Cold exposure to activate fat-burning tissue. It might sound extreme, but research is clear: cold exposure helps shrink visceral fat. Ending your shower with 30 to 60 seconds of cold water or taking an ice bath once a week activates brown fat tissue. Brown fat burns energy to produce heat, and studies show it can brown white fat cells, particularly around the visceral region. This means you're not just reducing fat storage, you're literally turning fat into a calorie-burning machine. Start small. End your shower with 15 to 30 seconds of cold water and gradually increase. The initial discomfort is worth it. Cold exposure also reduces inflammation and helps recovery after workouts. Think of it as giving your body an internal ice pack, calming down the inflammation caused by visceral fat. Secret 6. The fiber factory. If there's one nutrient that consistently shows up in long-term studies on fat loss, it's soluble fiber. Research reveals that for every 10 grams of soluble fiber consumed daily, visceral fat accumulation decreased by nearly 4% over a 5-year period. That's powerful. Why does it work? Soluble fiber slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and feeds your gut bacteria. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids that improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammation. All of this directly targets visceral fat. The best sources of soluble fiber include avocados, oats, flax seeds, Brussels sprouts, psyllium husk. Aim for at least 10 grams daily. An easy trick: add chia seeds or flax seeds to your smoothie, swap regular bread for oat-based options, or enjoy a half avocado with your meals. Small changes add up over time. Secret 7. Sleep optimization, the overlooked fat loss weapon. Here's a sobering fact: sleeping less than 6 hours per night is linked to increased visceral fat. Why? Poor sleep reduces adiponectin, a fat-fighting hormone, and raises cortisol, a stress hormone that pushes fat directly into your belly. Think about it: one bad night can undo a week of clean eating and exercise by shifting your hormones toward fat storage. Here's how to fix it: aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Non-negotiable. Keep your room cool and dark. Around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Avoid screens for at least 1 hour before bed. Blue light disrupts melatonin. Cut caffeine 10 hours before bedtime. If you go to bed at 10 p.m., no coffee after 12 noon. Stop eating 3 hours before sleep, and reduce liquids 2 hours before. One simple change, prioritizing quality sleep, has helped people lose inches from their waist without altering their diet or exercise routine. Sometimes, the body just needs rest to burn fat efficiently. Secret 8. Strength training over endless cardio. Many believe cardio is the ultimate fat burner, but research shows that resistance training reduces visceral fat even without overall weight loss. The key is muscle. More muscle improves insulin sensitivity and boosts glucose metabolism, making it harder for your body to store fat around the organs. You don't need a complicated program. Just focus on squats, deadlifts, push-ups or presses, rows. Train at least 3 times per week. If you can, go up to 4 or 5. The most important principle is progressive overload. Gradually increase the weight or the number of reps over time. Think of strength training as building a protective shield around your body. The more muscle you have, the less room there is for visceral fat to thrive. Secret 9. Supplements with strong evidence. Supplements are not magic, but certain ones have solid science supporting their role in reducing visceral fat. Among the most effective are omega-3 fatty acids, 2 to 3 grams daily reduce inflammation and improve fat metabolism. Magnesium glycinate or magnesium L-threonate, about 400 milligrams before bed, enhances sleep quality and insulin sensitivity. Vitamin D3 with K2, 2000 to 4000 IU daily. Low vitamin D levels are linked to higher visceral fat. Green tea extract boosts fat oxidation, especially during exercise. Always choose high-quality supplements and consult a professional if you're on medication. Supplements should support your foundation, not replace it. Putting it all together. At this point, you might feel overwhelmed. 9 secrets, each powerful on its own, but how do you implement them without burning out? The answer: step by step. Weeks 1 to 2, focus on meal timing, morning walks, and protein-rich breakfasts. Weeks 3 to 4, add a weekly fast and increase your fiber intake. Weeks 5 to 6, improve sleep and add strength training. Weeks 7 to 8, layer in cold exposure and supplements. This gradual approach allows your body to adapt without stress. You'll build habits that last, not quick fixes that fade. Track the right progress. Don't just rely on the scale. Instead, track your waist circumference. Visceral fat often shows up around the belly button first, so measuring your waist is a far better indicator of progress. Each inch lost there represents a meaningful step toward better health and a longer life. The deeper benefits. Losing visceral fat isn't just about looking leaner, it's about changing your entire health trajectory. With less visceral fat, you'll lower your risk of heart disease and diabetes, reduce chronic inflammation, improve energy levels, boost brain health and mental clarity, enhance longevity. These are life-changing outcomes. Imagine waking up lighter, clearer, and healthier every single day, not because of a crash diet, but because you've built a lifestyle that works with your body, not against it. Your challenge. Here's the challenge: don't try to do all 9 at once. Instead, pick 3 strategies from the list today, commit to them for at least 14 days. After 2 weeks, track your waist, your energy, and even your mood. You'll be surprised by how much changes in such a short time. And once you see progress, momentum will carry you forward. So, which 3 will you start with? Will it be eating earlier, morning walks, and protein-rich breakfasts? Or maybe fasting, fiber, and better sleep? The choice is yours, but the results are waiting. Visceral fat might be the silent killer, but it doesn't stand a chance once you know how to fight back. These 9 secrets give you the tools to shrink it naturally, safely, and effectively. Start today. Commit for 14 days. And watch how your body and your life begin to transform.